Let's talk design in a design, a snippet that's pointing to a different snippet and can be controlled from the data source. Let's take a look. You can have designs that's built totally on sub-designs, make it much easier for you to update a design and make it possible to call part of the design from the data source. I will show you how it's done. Standard item from fruit one by one and see how it looked like. So I simply choose one of the element here and drag it to the page, and you can see this is the standard design used in the fruit demo. Let's try to modify the design. So instead of having a price that is fixed within the design, we'll put that in a separate design. So I will take the design here, move this out to the side, and I will wait a little bit to use that. The next thing I will do is I will take a standard unsigned box, it's called in InDesign, and place it where I want my price to be when the product is done. I will give it a yellow color so we very clear can see that this is not a part of the design, but it's actually a pointer to a different design. So in this case, I will have this one pointing to my price alone. So the first thing I will do is actually going in and set a merge marker to the object. And I insert it here and say this one should be price splash and call it IDMS. And now I will save this one as a part of the design. Drag this one to the page, call it test, why not? Then I will take this one and move to the top left corner here, because it's the difference between the 0 point and the element that will be. And this one I will save simply by call it price SPLAS. And the benefit now should be that I have separated the test design and the splash, so that will be two different designs. But anyway, when I drag this one to the page, it will still have the element. So the yellow box here are pointing to the other element here. I can use this in many situations. For instance, if I want to have this more dynamic, I could use word styling, and I can show the word styling to you. I have here a process simply saying if it's larger than 20, it should be using one price splash. If it's not, a different one. And instead of having, a fixed pointing to this design, we can actually have this one depending on which kind of price it is. So the only thing that is demanding for me is to insert that merge marker here, the one that I got my data from it. And of course I have to have the hard bracket surrounding this one. I think it's fine. I'll save this one again as test. And now if I drag the test one, it will, depending on what kind of product it is, it will use different kind of splashes. I will do a step and repeat here, set up my grid to get the test into it, and then I will create a small catalog, and we are able to see that if the price is larger than 20, it will have a different design, just as the word styling said we would have. Another way of changing from one design to a different design is actually using a data source that has that information about which kind of design it should be. And I will just select that, and I will open that so you can actually see how the file is look like. You will see that I have added some extra columns here. First of all, I've changed my item design to the ones that I've created that will take dynamic information from the data source. I have done it with both the prices and the picture design. So I have created a number of different elements pointing to different kind of designs. As you can see, my design is mainly replaced with placeholders for other snippets. And if we inspect them a little bit, we can see that the image box here is pointing to a merge marker from the data source, the picture design. As you saw here, the picture design will choose between different kind of number of images that are in the space. And if we take a look at the other one, the price splash here, you can see that it is pointing to one locked price, but we'd like to have this one as, you know, a dynamic one reading from the price column here, and replace the price 1 data here simply with the price design like that. And I will save my design again. Same name as we have before. And now it will take from that column of data and replace the price splash with the one stated in the data. Let's try to run it. I will use the autocalc, non-breaking vertical, and let's see how it looks like. Here we have it, and we have different price splashes, and you can see in the top right corner we have an item design with banana, which has 3 images instead of just 1. And we can of course scroll through the documents and see how it looks like. Snippets within snippets are the way to go if you have very, very complicated snippet design. This is how it's done. Thank you for now.